Caden Rothbaum. The West Palm Beach Knights center fielder number 19 from New York University, Richard Beggy.
And we welcome you on into Little Fenway for more SFCBL action. I'm Christian Kent on the call. We've got a good game for you planned ahead. It's the West Palm Beach Knights taking on the Boca Raton Blazers. West Palm Beach Knights already. The Boca Blazers already. Richard Beggy steps in the box. Caden Rothbaum on the rubber. The lefty deals the first pitch of the game and is grounded foul. We are underway. Rothbaum with an 0-1 count. He deals, fouled off. 0-2. Richard Beggy, the center fielder for the West Palm Beach Knights, down 0-2 to start this game. Starting at the top of the 10th, the top of the first pitch. The pitch makes it grounded to shortstop. Low, fires across the diamond, and that's the first out.
Batting second, left fielder number 7 from Florida National University, Gino Bellatoni.
Bringing up Gino Bellatoni to bat the left field. Left-handed Bellatoni. First pitch to him is grounded up the middle. For a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. The West Palm Beach Knights here in the top of the first inning.
Batting third, designated hitter number 20. Ball.
Caleb Hall now steps into bat. With a runner on first and 1 down. Pitch is low and inside, 1-0. All this season, 3 for 9. Final pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Taken for a ball, low and inside. Now 2-1 the count. Rounded. Just foul. Wide of the bag. Down that first baseline. Coming into this game, Boca Raton Blazers, second in the North Division. Curveball is grounded right side. For a base hit. Grounding second and staying right there as a base runner as that ball gets around a little bit. Now the West Palm Beach Knights are set.
Batting fourth, third baseman number 37 from Dyersburg State, Julian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, the third baseman, has got a chance to do some damage here at the top of the first. Curveball drops in there for a strike. 0-1. 1-1. Cut on and missed. 1-2. Rothbaum, the lefty, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. Down on strikes. Goes Julian Gonzalez for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, second baseman number 6 from Delgado Community College, Eric Hebert.
First pitch to Eric Hebert is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Still runners on first and second. Pitch is just missing a little bit off the plate. 1-1. Laced foul on the left field line. 1-2 the count as Rothbaum is one pitch away from getting out of the inning. A couple of base knocks for the West Palm Beach Knights fueling this rally. One-two count, 2 outs. The pitch is outside. 2-2 now. Rothbaum, not too much work so far this season. Only 1 inning of work coming into the game. Two-two pitch, grounded foul. We'll do it again. Still scoreless here at Little Fenway, top of the first inning action between the Knights and the Blazers. That pitch is roped to left center field. That's in the gap, and it's going to roll to the wall. 1 run scores. Ball bobbled out there between left and center. Here comes the next one. One hopper to the plate. Not in time. It's a 2 RBI double. And Eric Hebert gives the West Palm Beach Knights a 2-0 lead.
Batting sixth, catcher number 15 from Southwestern Community College, Jake Shidarowicz.
As D'Alessandro and Braden Macklin tried to decide who was going to take the ball off the wall. A little bit of miscommunication, but he would have scored either way. 2-0 West Palm Beach Knights. Caden Rothbaum tries to get out of the inning with just this minimal damage. First pitch he deals is 1-0 count, a little bit missed. The 1-0. That one will just miss a hair off the plate as well. 2-0 the count. Rothbaum's 2-0 pitch. That'll be a called strike in the low and inside corner. 2-1. Next pitch is found straight back. 2-2 now the count.
Hey, coach. You throw one of him? I got no more. I'm done.
Still that runner on second base, 2 outs. We thank you for joining us on YouTube. If you haven't quite yet, hit the subscribe button to keep the channel growing throughout the entire 2023 SFCBL season. The 2 fouled away right towards that Knights dugout Everyone ducks out of the way, but everybody's okay. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runner on second base, 2 runs across the plate for the Knights. The pitch there is called strike 3. Rothbaum paints the outside corner to end the top of the first. But not before the West Palm Beach Knights strike for 2 runs in the top of the inning. We head down to the bottom of the first. Blazers their first chance at bat coming up next.
Leading off for the Blazers, center fielder number 30 from Baton Rouge Community College,
Back here
Braden
live
McLean.
at Little Fenway in Delray Beach. 2-0 West Palm Beach Knights struck first. We head to the bottom half of the inning. The Blazers coming to bat, and their lineup goes as follows. It goes Braden McLean, Chris McKenna, Pip Smalley, 4-5-6, Joe Durso, Maxie Alessandro, then Carlos Jacome, 7-8-9 is Blake Pitts, Pepe, and Mateo Serna, and the 10 batter wrapping things up is Jason Albert, the extra hitter. First pitch of the bottom half of the first is low and outside, 1-0 the count. On the mound for the West Palm Beach Knights is Mateo Llamas. And the tall right-handed pitcher Llamas deals in there for a strike, 1-1. Just joining us, thank you so much for deciding to spend your Tuesday night with the SFCBL. The 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2 the count. The 1-2. And miss low and outside, 2-2. Pitch from Llamas is found straight back, staying alive is Braden Macklin. Macklin's had one heck of a start so far this season. 9 for 25 coming into this game. Sliding up that order into the leadoff spot. And the 2-2 pitch from Llamas. Missing outside, full count. 3-2 pitch. Grounded right side, just foul by a foot. Ranging over to try to play that one if it was fair was Sam Gallardo at first base. That pitch is grounded to third base. Should be an easy play for Gonzalez. He fires to first to get the speedy Macklin. One down.
Batting second, designated hitter number 6 from Gardner-Webb University, Chris McKenna.
And with one out, that brings up Chris McKenna to bat the DH in this Blazers order. McKenna this season a red-hot start out of Pembroke Pines, batting .435. 10 hits in 23 at-bats. That first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Yamas's 1-0 pitch is popped up. That one will find the seats and find the grass back behind us. 1-1. Yamas this season, not a start that he had hoped for. In 6 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts and an ERA around 10, but it's so early that those numbers don't hold too much weight quite yet. And now it's a 1-2 count here to Chris McKenna. One out, the 1-2 pitch. Laced to center field, it dunks in for a base hit. McKenna's on first base, and he rounds hard at first, showing some aggressiveness, but retreats back to the bag. 1 on with 1 out for the Boca Raton Blazers.
Batting third baseman, number 29 from Mississippi State University, Pip Smalley.
So 1 out and 1 on. Pip Smalley, the SFCBL Player of the Week, is coming to bat. First pitch to Pip, low and outside, 1-0. We actually got to chat with Pip before yesterday's game when he was named Player of the Week. Batting .600, a couple of home runs this season already. Leads the league in RBIs as well. 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Had a red shirt this season, so he was so eager to lace up the cleats and play in a meaningful game once the season started. And he's starting red hot. With 1 out, the 1-1 runner goes first. On low, throw down to second. Not in time. The throw actually hit the base runner, McKenna. Now in scoring position for Pip Smalley is McKenna. Runner on second with 1 down. If you want to check out that interview with Pip Smalley, you actually go to the SFCBL Triple Play podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts. I know it's easy to find on Spotify and on podcasts. Episode just dropped earlier this morning. Conversations with the Pitcher of the Week, Stephen Andrews, and the Player of the Week, Pip Smalley, along with some highlights of players around the league. So runner on second base, 1 down, hitters count for Smalley. Mateo Yamas, tall right-hander, sets, eyeing down the runner and deals. Foul, just got a piece of it for Smalley to stay alive. Pardon me, to make it a 2-2 count. Walking the runner back to second base. As getting a little bit aggressive there at the bag was Chris McKenna. Some showers earlier today. Yamas deals. Cut on and miss, and Smalley's down on strikes.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 38 from St. John's University, Joe Durso.
Durso's been catching so many games this season already that it almost feels like a half day off. He's playing first base today. Traditionally, you'd see that with DH, but no. All ball players right now can think that it's a little more grueling behind the plate for a full game than to play at first. 2 down, runner on second base. Teoyama sets. He deals. Blooper behind the mound, coming on in, played on a hop at shortstop, throw to first, and that will get Durso to end the inning. An unorthodox play there, coming in as short as Barbit. Scooped it up and fired down to first to end the inning. The Blazers threaten, but they can't get one across. Knights on top 2-0 here. Back here live at Little Fenway. Thank you so much for tuning on in to SFCBL action all season long. Going back up on the mound is Caden Roth. Couple of runs, trying to shake that off and put up a clean top of the second. Down to the Sonesta Selective Boca Raton, one of the wonderful facilities.
Leading off for the Knights, batting seventh, first baseman number 4 from UNC
Northwest
Asheville,
Executive
Sam
Center Circle in Boca
Gallardo.
Raton, right off of I-95. You can feel at home in any of their spacious rooms and suites. If you're in town and need to get business done, take advantage of their versatile meeting space of over 1,200 square feet. That's a Sonesta Selective Boca Raton, a well-equipped fitness center, and a heated pool. Boca Raton, right I-95 in Boca. Top of the second, Knights at bat, leading 2-0. Bat, the next pitch is cut on and missed. He's now behind 0-2. Sam Gallardo, the first baseman. Season. The pitch. Grounded softly to shortstop. Gotta hurry for Jacome. Carlos fires to first. The scoop is made, and Durso helps out his shortstop for the first inning.
Batting eighth, extra hitter number 5 from Phoenix Community College, Philip Dudziak.
Carlos Jacome charges in. The Venezuelan native, a rising freshman, showing out so far a couple of weeks into this season. Pitch here is going to miss for a ball, 1-0. And Rothbaum delivers the 1-0 pitch, lays down the third base line, but it's caught on the fly. Ranging over and making the play somehow was Pip Smalley. That ball was smoked off the...
Batting ninth, shortstop number 12 from New York University,
Pip was at the right place at the right time, had the cat-like reflexes to convert the second out of the inning. Ball was absolutely hammered and would have been extra bases if not for Smalley's reflexes. So 2 down, nobody on base. Rothbaum trying to put up a 1-2-3 inning on the top of the second. First pitch here is going to be taken for a ball, a little bit high, 1-0. Pitches. To this season, he's 5 for 9. That pitch is driven down the left field line, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. A 2-out single for Dakota Barbitt puts a runner on first with 2 down.
Batting 10th, right fielder number 22 from East Georgia State, Luke Barlow.
10 batter in this order. Of course, most teams all throughout the regular season, you will see a 10-man batting order making use of the EH. Want to get as many guys playing time as possible for these next 44 games, and that EH builds up a spot. That pitch is cut on and missed, 0-1. Barlow batting .200 this season. He's got a runner on first base and 2 down. The 0-1. Driven to left field, coming on in, and making the catch on the run is Max D'Alessandro to end the inning. So a 1-out single goes to waste. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. The Blazers trail 2-0. Here live at the back here live at Little Fenway, a 2-0 ball game. West Palm Beach Knights on top. Blazers coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. Due up this inning for the Blazers, it's going to be the 5, 6, 7 of the order. D'Alessandro, Chacome, and Pitts. Yamas's first pitch of the inning is going to miss a little bit low to D'Alessandro. 1-0 the count. Pitch is popped up, right field and deep, going back at the track and at the wall. It's going to one-hop the fence. D'Alessandro's rounding second. He'll stay right there. It's a leadoff double for Max D'Alessandro. Put a charge in that one, Oppo, to one-hop the fence. Barlow kind of got turned around out there in right field, was going more towards the gap, and then got spun around. That brings up Carlos Chacome to bat. The runner in scoring position and nobody out. 2-0 ball game. Knights on top here on the road. First pitch to Jacome is fouled off the plate. 0-1. Jacome 100 to start off this summer season. Yamas paying close attention to the runner at second. Jacome planning to go to Stetson University. Just completed his high school career. The 0-1. Yanked it in the dirt, and that's going to go all the way back to the backstop. Sanchez rounding third base hard, but he'll stay right there on the wild pitch. Really no chance there behind the plate for Shederowicz to try to knock that ball down. Kind of went for the scoop and didn't have a chance to keep that ball in front of him. The 1-1. Missing low and outside. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch from Yamas. Cut on and missed. Jacome climbed the ladder and came up empty. Take a look at the league standings at the SFCBL website that you can go check out at just southfloridacollegiateleague.com. Delray Beach Lightning are the first place in the north and throughout the league at 9-1. Close behind the Boca Raton Blazers at 9-2 in the north. 2-2 pitch is fouled straight back, and they'll live for another pitch. Taking a look at the South Division, West Boca Snappers are at 4-3, leading the division. Behind them, the Florida Pokers, who are at 3-3. 2-2 count. Yamas sets with a runner on third base. Nobody out. The pitch to Jacome is looped right field. It dunks in for a base hit. An RBI single for Carlos Jacome cuts the deficit in half for the Blazers. Just got the end of the bat on the ball and looped it into short right field. 2-1. Knights still lead.
Batting seventh, right fielder number 11 from the University of San Francisco, Blake Pitts.
So Blake Pitts comes to bat. First pitch takes for a ball, 1-0. And Yamas looks back Jacome as he retreats back to first base. Runner goes from first. The pitch there is taken for a strike. Thrown on a second. One hopper, not in time. It's a stolen base for Carlos Jacome. And trying the hidden ball trick at shortstop was Dakota Barbett. Stuffed the ball right back into his mitt. Thought Jacome would get fooled, and they're chatting about it now. That would just be cruel. Hidden ball trick and summer ball. You just got to tip your cap if that happens. And a balk is called, and that is going to allow Jacome to go to third base. Just an illegal maneuver there on the mound for Yamas. Put a runner on third now. The game can get tied up. The fly ball or a ground ball to the middle infield, because they're going to bring the corners up and leave second and short up the middle. The 1-1. in the dirt for a ball, and that's going to allow Jacome to score on the wild pitch. Tie ball game at Little Fenway. And with the mud and the wet conditions today, a lot of thunderstorms, a lot of rain, to re-spray paint the plate to make it visible for both the umpire and the pitcher on the mound. 2-1 count here to Blake Pitts with the bases cleared and nobody out. Two runs across the plate already. That one swung on and missed. 2-2. Yamas's 2-2 pitch. Taken outside, full count. And the full count is on and missed. Yamas gets the first out of the inning on a strikeout of Blake Pitts. That brings up Drew Repepe.
Batting eighth, second baseman, number 36, from the University of Pittsburgh, Drew Repepe.
Repepe went big fly in this ballpark a couple of days ago. First pitch to him here is missing a little bit outside, 1-0. Conquered the Green Monster and put one right over top of it. And the 1-0. There for a strike, 1-1. Yamas's 1-1 pitch is a curveball, found straight back, 1-2 now. That Green Monster can be tough to get close to left center field. Only 315 down the line. The 1-2. Found straight back, staying alive. With one out, the 1-2 pitch from Yamas. Called strike 3. Gets the bottom of the zone. To strike out Repepe. Second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, catcher number 14, from the University of Memphis, Mateo Serna.
And we'll bring up Mateo Serna. Two outs, the first pitch to Serna. Going to miss for a ball, 1-0. Pitch is popped up, foul territory, left field line, ranging towards the bullpen, and that one's going to fall out of play, or actually ricochet back in. 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch is popped up. Center field and rather deep, ranging over, under it, and making the catch to end the inning is Beggy. But 2 runs come across the plate to tie this game up. We head to the top of the third. Knights coming to bat here live at Little Fenway. here live at Little Fenway. Still a tie ball game, 2-2. As we head to the top of the third, thank you so much for tuning along and following this Blazers season. Or if you are a West Palm Beach Knights fan, thank you for finding our stream. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. You could do me a favor. If you have a Twitter account, go to the Boca_Blazers Twitter account and retweet their pinned tweet. It's essentially just telling everybody where to find this game. Retweet the stream so that more and more fans of the league, of the team, of the sport can watch this game live at Little Fenway. 0-2 the count now. Caden Rothbaum still on the rubber. Pitch here. Just misses off the plate. 1-2. We're back to the top of the order of the West Palm Beach Knights. Richard Beggy in the box. Pitch. Chopped third base side. Fielded, fired to first. With the first out of the inning. Pip Smalley makes the play.
Now batting number 7 from Florida National University, Gino Bellatoni.
That brings up Gino Bellatoni to bat, the left fielder for the Palm Beach Knights. First pitch is going to be missing for a ball, 1-0. That one's offered at for strike 1. And the 1-1 pitch is going to miss a little bit low, 2-1. The lefty Rothbaum doing battle with the lefty Bellatoni. That one misses. Hitters count now for Bellatoni. And the pitch here. That'll miss a little bit inside. Taking first base is Gino Bellatoni.
Now batting North Carolina University, Caleb Hall.
That will bring up Caleb Hall to bat. So far today for Hall, he's 1 for 1. Had one of those 2 base hits in the first inning that amounted to 2 runs coming across the plate on the 2 RBI hit from Hebert. Rothbaum deals, popped him up. Foul territory off of first base, but that one's going to find itself in the trees. 0-1. The 0-1 is cut on and missed, way ahead of that one, and all Caleb Hall can do is to smile as he tries to dig back in and recalibrate with an 0-2 count. The pitch, outside, 1-2. That was something off speed that slipped out of the hand of Hall, but still had a whole lot of break from the hand of Rothbaum. As Caden Rothbaum sets and the lefty deals the 1-2. Popped him up and out of play. We'll do it again. One-two count. Rothbaum with a runner on first base delivers. Missing a little bit low, 2-2. Pitch. Gonna miss low and inside. A full count now. Thank you for joining us live at Little Fenway, the home of the Boca Raton Blazers and the Delray Beach Lightning for SFCBL action. Both of those teams mentioned, I can tell you that their games will be live on their respective YouTube channels. The Lightning have their own YouTube, so do the Blazers, where you're watching right now. And when there is a game of the week, it'll be on the South Florida Collegiate League YouTube. Full count pitch. Missing high to put runners on first and second with still one out.
Now batting number 37 from Dyersburg State, Julian Gonzalez.
That brings up Julian Gonzalez to bat. Gonzalez is actually from Dyersburg, Tennessee, and goes to Dyersburg State. While there's a conversation between catcher Mateo Serna and pitcher Caden Rothbaum, a good time to remind you in the break of the action that if your business would like to sponsor the SFCBL, you can email katt@southfloridacollegiateleague.com. There are sponsorship packages available for all budgets with business promotion during these broadcasts on social media, online, and right here at the ballpark. Again, if your business would like to sponsor the SFCBL, email katt@southfloridacollegiateleague.com. You can find that email during commercial breaks on the corners of the screen. 0-1 count here to Julian Gonzalez. He's got 2 on with 1 out. A chance to give the Knights back the lead. 0-1. Gonna miss. A little bit lower outside. 1-1. Rothbaum, the tall lefty on the rubber. With 1 out, delivers the 1-1 pitch in there. Peyton alone outside corner for a strike. 1-2. Looking to roll over the batter Gonzalez here and get out of the inning. The pitch. Curveball just missed a little bit off the plate. Had a lot of break on it, but didn't have quite enough. Stays outside. 2-2. And the pitch. Grounded foul. 2-2. Rothbaum's 2-2 pitch is spiked in the dirt. Nearly gets around Serna, but both runners would advance either way. Deflected to his left, and good base running there that time by Bertolini and Hall for smelling blood in the water and taking the extra base. Now both runners in scoring position. Infield back, they're going to give up the lead for the out. Full count with 1 out. Double play ball is taken out of the equation. The pitch now from Rothbaum is grounded foul down the third base side. The count remains full. Rothbaum's full count delivery is taken inside for ball 4. The bases are now loaded with West Palm Beach Knights.
Delgado Community College, Eric Inver.
A big thank you goes out to Geller Roofing, a supporter of the 2020 CBL season. Geller Roofing's mission is to help people who have suffered damage to their roofs and homes. That includes fire damage, hail damage, hurricane damage, tornado damage, and more. Geller Roofing has a team of experts that offer a wide selection of roofing solutions for commercial and residential needs. That one's driven deep to right center field. Going back and at the track, it's going to one-hop the fence. 2 runs are going to come across the plate. It is a 2 RBI double. Smoked to right center field. That time for Hebert.
Now batting number 15 from Southwestern Community College, Jake Shiverowicz.
4-2, the West Palm Beach Knights now lead. Still in scoring position at second and third with one down. First pitch here is inside, and that was the first pitch of the bat. That was the 2 RBI double from Hebert. The 1-0. Called strike, a 1-1. It did give me a chance to remind you about Geller Roofing. They offer a wide selection of roofing solutions for commercial and residential needs using only the best materials. That's Geller Roofing, servicing all of Florida. 1 and 2 the count now. For more information, visit GellerRoofing.com. Geller Roofing, spelled G-E-L-L-E-R Roofing.com. 1 out in the 1-2 count. The pitch from Rothbaum is line to center field. It gets down for a base hit. 1 run scores, and that's all that will. Runners in the corners with 1 out. It's 5-2. Knights on top.
Now batting number 4 from UNC Asheville, Sam Gallardo.
And that will be a end of the outing for Caden Rothbaum. He's going to get the hook, and we will have a pitching change. We've got more coming up next right here live from Little Fenway. The new pitcher for the Blazers will inherit the runners in the corners, and 1 out. It's 5-2. West Palm Beach Knights on top. Back here live at Little Fenway, new wing on the mound for the Boca Raton Blazers, Nick Guzzi from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Only pitched in 2 innings so far this season, has 2 strikeouts and a 4.5 ERA in those innings. First pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Runners on the corners with 1 down, inheriting for Nick Guzzi. The righty Guzzi's 1-0 is cut on and missed, 1-1. Guzzi is one of the many Stetson products that are on this Blazers especially. With 1 out, the 1-1 is cut on and missed. 1-2 now the count. Guzzi delivers the 1-2. Runner goes from first outside. Throw it down to second. It's going to go into center field. A run will score. Actually kicked around to the short left field. A run will score. And the lead for the Knights has now expanded to 4. They're on top 6-2. That runner was safe at second, of course. The throw down kicking into short left field. 2-2 count, the delivery. Yanked it outside, full count. Four runs across this inning for the West Palm Beach Knights. The full count pitch. It's waved at and foul tipped into the mitt of Cerna for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 5 from Phoenix Community College, Philip Dudziak.
Phil Dudziak now steps into bat. Plays for the JUCO D2 program, Phoenix. Pitch outside, 1-0. Phoenix oftentimes plays in the JUCO D2 World Series that is played in Enid, Oklahoma. The 1-0. Missing a little bit low, 2-0. A lot of offense early in this game. The 2-0 delivery is going to go high and inside. We'll see if the green light is given to Dudziak, the extra hitter in this Knights lineup. And the pitch. Yanked it outside, a 4-pitch walk. Put runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting number 12 from New York University, Dakota Barbet.
Nick Guzzi actually pitched against this very same Knights team on June 6th in the Blazers' 11-7 win. And that's going to be a pass ball that will allow both runners to advance. That one's on Cerna that time. Just couldn't glove the baseball. That was lower to his right. Didn't bounce to get to him, just on the fly. In and out of the mitt. The pitch from Guzzi is cut on and missed. 1-1. And my way to shoehorn New York Yankees talk into this broadcast. Got to hit the quota. Big game tonight in the Subway Series between the Yankees and Mets. Starting in a couple of minutes. It'll be Max Scherzer versus Luis Severino in Queens. 1-2 count here at Little Fenway with 2 down. The pitch. Just misses a little bit high. Count even at 2-2. Runners on second and third with 2 down. 4 runs across this inning for the West Palm Beach Knights. They've got 6 hits in this game. The pitch. Wasted away, foul. And we'll do it again. Dakota Barbet is at bat from Yardley, Pennsylvania. Looking to do some more damage and put an exclamation point on this rally. The 2-2 from Guzzi. Cut on and missed. Guzzi gets out of the inning, but not before 4 runs come across the plate for the West Palm Beach Knights. They're on top 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the third. Back here live at Little Fenway, Albert getting ready to step in the box. At the bottom of the third inning, Blazers trail by 4. The first pitch from Yamas is grounded foul, 0-1. Albert, the 10 batter in this order for the Blazers, the extra hitter tonight for Boca Raton. He's 2 for 16 on the season, trying to turn things around here in the bottom half of the order. The slow squatted stance, pitch is grounded on the third base line. It's going to eat up Gonzalez at third, and safe at first base will be Albert. That ball must have taken a funny hop down that third base line. They're going to give it infield single that time to Albert, because diving to his left down that line was Gonzalez, but the ball kind of caught right back up to his midsection, to his body. So they're going to give an infield single. Put runner on first base with nobody out, leadoff man on for the Boca Raton Blazers. We wrap around the order to the top. It's Braden Macklin batting. First pitch is cut on a miss to the ball in the dirt that time for Macklin. 0-1. One count. Mateo Yamas trying to look over at the runner behind him. And now they're talking between the home plate and first base ump about whether or not they completed the catch. If he had the ball long enough that the ball eventually fell out of the first baseman's mitt, but 9 times out of 10 after the scoop, you see that baseball lying on the clay, it's not going to be on the transfer. So yes, he is safe at first base. Runners on first and second. Obity out. Table is set now. Chris McKenna coming to bat after that beauty of a bunt to the left side from Macklin. That pitch is popped up, out of play, straight back, 0-1. The 0-1 to McKenna is cut on a miss. The high cheddar swung through it that time. 0-2. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Boca Raton Blazers YouTube page to follow along all summer long. We appreciate your viewership and your support of the SFCBL. The 0-2 is outside, 1-2. Yamas eyes in for the sign, trying to find the first out of this inning. Got a 1-2 count to McKenna. The pitch driven to left center field and deep. That ball is going back at the track and making the catch in front of the green monster. Both runners have to retreat. That thing was hit hard, the deepest part of the monster, but Beggy made the catch on the run for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 29 from Mississippi State University, Pip Smalley.
That does bring up Pip Smalley to bat. He knows a thing or two about putting the baseball on a ride to left field. Gone deep twice this season so far. And if he can do that again, it'd be a one-run ball game. First things first, he eyes down Mateo Yamas on the rubber. With one out, the pitch to Smalley is grounded foul softly towards the Blazers dugout down the third base line. 0-1. There are storms around South Florida right now. It looks really muggy. You can see it on the left sky on your screen. To the coast, we're looking good. Inland, not so much. The 0-1 is a curveball that is in there for a strike. 0-2. Now file up the ever so unreliable weather app I have on my phone. And it looks like there's a chance of storms. Kind of a coin flip right now. That's going to be a base hit to right field for Smalley. It handcuffed him. He just pushed it to the right side. The bases are now loaded, as staying at third is the lead runner. So Smalley, known for his big bat, that time just hit it where there ain't and muscled that ball the other way. Joe Durso now stepping up to bat with one down. This is just what the doctor ordered for the Boca Raton Blazers. After allowing 4 runs in the top of the third, they've got a chance to get them all back. With one swing of the bat here, Joe Durso digs in, today's first baseman for the Blazers. First pitch to him, taken low, 1-0. Durso from Seaford, New York. 1-0 pitch is low and outside. Spits on it. 2-0 the count. Seaford is on Long Island on the South Shore near Farmingdale. Going to St. John's University. With 1 out, the 2-0 count. In the dirt for a ball, 3-0. I can imagine Joe Durso is struggling to find a good slice of pizza here down in Florida this summer. He's kind of used to the New York water, New York slice. That and bagels, but bagels you can find some around here. A couple of New York style places actually right by here in Boynton Beach. 3-0 count to Durso. Bases juiced, 1 out. The pitch. That's going to miss low. It's a bases loaded walk. And Durso gets the RBI. It's a 3-run ball game. And that will cause time to be called for the West Palm Beach Knights. We'll see if that's the end of the outing for Mateo Yamas. A long conversation on the mound, so we'll use this time to thank one of our wonderful sponsors, Jed Lawyers. They're a dedicated sponsor of the SFCBL. Jed Lawyers is a law firm that simply has a history of winning. Core values are care, compassion, professionalism, and teamwork. Jed Lawyers specialize in personal injury, property damage, estate planning, product liability, business interruptions, and more. Jed Lawyers has secured settlements for their clients that include a $4.5 million verdict for a man who was hit while riding his scooter. There's no fee unless you win. Speak to an attorney now at jedlawyers.com, spelled G-E-D lawyers.com. Jed Lawyers is headquartered right in Boca Raton at 7171 North Federal Highway. Stop in to receive expert consultation today from Jed Lawyers. First pitch of this at-bat misses a little bit low, 1-0 the count. In the box digging in is Max D'Alessandro. Bases juiced for the left fielder with 1 down. They can tie the game or take the lead with one swing of the bat here. 1 run across this inning already. The 1-0 is fouled straight back. 1-1. 6 hits on 6 runs today for the West Palm Beach Knights. 5 hits on 3 runs for the Blazers, taking advantage of a couple of walks in there. A lot of work to do here for Mateo Yamas to get out of the inning. The 1-1. Popped him up. That's what he wanted. Behind second, ranging back, under it, and making the catch. No chance for a tag up there. A Bear tosses out in for the second out of the inning. As Alessandro would love to have that one back. Instead, the baton is passed to Carlos Jacome. Jacome so far today is 1 for 1. Had a base hit last time up. Drove one the other way. Found a hole. Chance to do some damage here. Base is still loaded. Now 2 outs. Yamas 1 out away from getting out of the jam, only allowing 1 run. Pitch. It's cut on and missed. 0-1. That pitch is driven to center field, but it's playable. Under it's Beggy. He'll make the catch to get out of the inning, but not before the Boca Raton Blazers get one back. On an RBI walk from Joe Durso, it's 6-3. Blazers trail by 3 as we head to the top of the 4th. Knights coming to bat up next here live from back here live. A 6-3 ball game as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Luke Barlow stepping into bat. Still facing the very same pitcher we saw before, Guzzi. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Guzzi, the right-hander, delivers the 0-1, missing high, 1-1. Went with the heater that time. And the 1-1 just clips the uniform of the batter Barlow that time, and Luke Barlow will take his base. Leadoff man on for the West Palm Beach Knights. Back to the top of the order we go with Richard Beggy coming to bat, the center fielder who recorded the last out of the bottom of the 3rd inning in center field. Pitch going to miss a little bit low and outside, 1-0. 1-0 delivery. Going to miss low and outside, 2-0. Next pitch, driven to right center field and deep. Going back at the track in front of the wall. That one's going to hit the bottom of the base of the wall. And that's going to be some trouble. Rounding third base, we getting the stop sign as the lead runner. It's a double. Off the batter, Richard Beggy. And the Palm Beach Knights are in business once again. That one is hit opposite field off the right-handed bat of Richard Beggy. So playing him more to the pull side was Braden Macklin, so he had a long way to run to get there. And just didn't get there in time. Leading to the double, but more opportunities here for Palm Beach. The lefty Ballatoni steps into bat, 2 on and nobody out. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. That pitch is driven deep to right field, going back in front of the scoreboard, under it, but no, it just gets past the right fielder Pitts and rolls to the wall. 2 runs are going to come across the plate. The throw is going to be held in right at second base. It's a 2 RBI double for Gino Ballatoni. Smoked that one, and on his horse was Blake Pitts. It hit off the edge of his glove and rolled up to the wall. Gave his best opportunity at it, but just couldn't haul it in. So the lead is extended to 5 for the Palm Beach Knights. Guzzi delivers. That one's found straight back, 0-1. At bat now for the Palm Beach Knights. It's Caden Hall. And the 0-1 is driven down the right field line and deep, going towards the wall, and it lands foul. On his horse was Blake Pitts once again. He's getting his cardio in this inning. That time the ball landed over the fence in foul territory. He's got a job back to right field. But it's an 0-2 count here for Nick Guzzi. And the 0-2 delivery. Gonna miss low inside, 1-2. Runner on second base, still nobody out. 2 runs across the plate this inning. That one's gonna miss outside, 2-2. As Guzzi delivers inside, getting out of the way that time was Hall. It's a curveball that it had some bite to it, but it started off way too inside to find the zone. And now we have a full count. Guzzi deals the full count delivery. It's low and outside. Runners on first and second now after that base on balls. Nobody out. Brings up Julian Gonzalez to bat. First pitch to him. Misses a little bit off the plate outside, 1-0. Gonzalez from Dyersburg State. Hometown down 995 in Miami. That pitch is going to be called a ball, 2-0. Looks like nearly an attempt at the swing, but not enough to call the strike. 2-0 pitch is waved at and missed, 2-1. Two one count. Guzzi trying to navigate out of the inning. The pitch here is taken high. 3-1. 8-3 the score. Knights on top of the Boca Raton Blazers. Knight trying to put some nails in the coffin here early as that one's looped behind second. That one might be trouble, and it gets down for a base hit. Throw comes into second, but just getting back in time was the trailing runner. And the bases are now loaded with nobody out.
How about a number 6 from Delgado Community College, Eric Hebert.
The Knights are doing everything right here early in this game offensively. Fighting off tough pitches, working in the opposite field. They're squaring a couple balls up as well. So Gonzalez reaches. Now it's Eric Hebert to bat. The pitch to him here. It's in there for a strike, 0-1, and Hebert's got 4 RBIs in this game. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. Batting over 400 this season for a reason. And the 0-1 is popped up straight back. Ranging back is Cerna, but he is going to run out of room as that one falls near the bleachers. 0-2 now the count. Oh, 2 count, nobody out. Hebert from Baton Rouge, if you couldn't tell from the last name, Louisiana. And the 0-2 pitch, just misses a little bit low. 1-2 the count. Hebert Jr. at Delgado Community College looking to come through in a big spot here to extend the 5-run lead from the Knights. And the 1-2 delivery misses low. 2-2 now. The 2-2 delivery. That one's going to miss high and outside. Full count. After a quick 0-2 count to Hebert, Guzzi now works this one to a full count. Guzzi sets and the tall righty delivers the pitch. Grounded softly, third base line, foul ball. Like for a second that could have been catcher's interference, but the impact I heard must not have been bat to glove. Must have been something else. But nevertheless, Eric Hebert stays alive. Having a great day so far today. Came into this game 1 for 5 in the season. Right now he's 3 for 7. 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of 2 RBI hits. And the full count delivery. That's going to miss just a little bit inside. A bases loaded walk will extend the Palm Beach lead to 6.
How about a number 15 from Southwestern Community College, Jake Shadorowicz.
That does bring up Jake Shadorowicz, the catcher for the West Palm Beach Knights, and with the break in the action for a pitching conversation, Good time to remind you that all SFCBL games can be followed pitch by pitch on Point Streak. Download the Point Streak app on your phone or iPhone or Android device and follow your favorite team for pitch-by-pitch updates and live stats. As a matter of fact, you should do this while you're watching the game on these YouTube streams. You can see the live stats and information that I have available to me while broadcasting these games. To see how Point Streak can help your league, team, or sports organization, visit pointstreak.com. Big shout out to Point Streak. In front of me right now is just the game live broadcast that gives all these stats that I regurgitate to you over the airwaves. First pitch there, taken for a strike, 0-1 to Shederowicz. Shederowicz is 1 for 2 so far today. Pitch to him here is high and inside, 1-1. Nick Guzzi worked himself into trouble here. One run across the plate, or a couple of runs, 3 runs across the plate already this inning. Trailing by 6 are the Blazers. Pitch is outside, 2-1. And nobody out still. The 2-1. Rounded to second base. This could be 2. They go to second for 1 to throw to first. Just in time for a 4-6-3 double play. A run does come across the plate, but Boca Raton will trade that 10 times out of 10.
Now batting number 4 from UNC Asheville, Sam Gallardo.
Score now 10-3. Knights on top. The runner on third base and 2 outs. Gallardo steps into bat. Guzzi's pitch to him here is popped up and out of play, 0-1. So you don't give the RBI that time to Shederowicz, even though a run did come across the plate on the 4-6-3 double play. A good turnover there at second by Drew Repepe. A ball that was not hit that hard, and a quick turn by Jacome turned into double play. 0-1 pitch is popped up right field and deep. Playable, however, as Pitts is under it. He makes the catch to end the inning. But not before another 4-run rally for the West Palm Beach Knights. They lead 10-3 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th here live on the Boca Raton Blazers YouTube channel. Back here live at Little Fenway, a 7-run deficit for the Boca Raton Blazers. Still on the rubber, Mateo Yamas. For the West Palm Beach Knights, Blake Pitts steps on up to get the inning started in the box. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, 0-1. 9 hits on 10 runs for the Knights. 5 hits on 3 runs for the Blazers here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch found straight back. The rare double fence hit. It hit the weird angle on one of the posts on the left side. It ricocheted back and hit the other fence post down the first base line. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Yamas paints the corner for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 36 from the University of Pittsburgh, Drew Repepi.
The Drew Repepi now comes up to bat, the Pittsburgh native. First pitch to him here. In the dirt for a ball, 1-0. The last time that I was calling a Drew Repepi game, I was talking smack on fries on sandwiches like they do in Pittsburgh. And while I was doing that, he went yard. So maybe for his fortune or to help him out, I should keep on talking bad about the great city of Pittsburgh. 2-0 count, however, for Repepi. 1 down, the 2-0 pitch. It's cut on and missed. A hefty hack that time, but it came up empty. 2-1. As Yamas delivers. Cut on and missed. Another big swing. That time the ball just died. Diving low and inside on the right-handed batting Repepi. Tries to dig back in and recalibrate. 1 out and a 2-2 count. 10-3. Knights on top of the Blazers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. And now we're getting to see some raindrops coming down at Little Fenway. The 2-2. Found straight back. Staying alive is Repepi. Yamas wheels and deals the 2-2. Yanked it straight back to the backstop, and it's a full count now. Full count delivery is popped up deep to left center field, arranging back at the monster, hand on the wall, and the catch is made right in front of the green monster by Richard Beggy as Repepi. He yanks that one down the line. It had the correct launch angle to get over that tall green monster, but didn't have the distance to get it 379 feet deep. So the out is recorded. Second out of the inning. Here comes Mateo Serna. Serna, the lefty, catching today. First pitch to him is high and outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Driven deep to right field. Serna's watching it fly. That one is tanked and out of here. Mateo Serna gets a big fly over the scoreboard in right center field, and he admired that one in the batter's box. The deficit is now 6. Absolutely clobbered there to right field.
Fighting number 12 from Vanderbilt University, Jason Albert.
2 outs. Bases remain cleared after the solo shot from Mateo Serna. Pitch here is waved at and missed. 0-1 to Jason Albert, the extra hitter in the Blazers' order. That one's grounded foul. 0-2 now. Only 2 half innings with no scoring done. 6 have had runs put on the scoreboard. The 0-2 in the dirt outside. 1-2. One-two pitches popped up behind the bag at second, arranging over the shortstop. Barber calls it, catches it to end the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. The Blazers get 1 run back on the Mateo Cerna solo home run. They trail by 6. It's 10-4 Knights here live at Little. Back here live at Little Fenway, a 10-4 ball game. Knights on top as we head. First pitch is inside for a ball. 1-0 to Phil Dudziak. New pitcher on the mound for the Boca Raton Blazers as he deals a ball in the dirt. 2-0. Bryce Corson from Pembroke Pines. His 2-0 pitch is driven to right center field and deep. Going back at the wall, that ball is gone to dead center field. A solo bomb from Phil Dudziak. And the Knights get that run back on one swing of the bat. Ball is flying out of the ballpark today, even with the raindrops falling. Brings up Dakota Barbett to bat, the shortstop for the Knights. Yeah, Braden Macklin kind of just turned his back to the field of play and watched that ball soar over the fence in right center field. And that ball is going to get the wrong end of the home plate umpire. 1-0 count. And it bounces to the backstop as the rain continues to trickle down. After some time, recovery, and recuperation, it looks like the home plate umpire is going to be okay. Trying to backhand that ball behind the plate was Cerna, but he didn't really block it at all, and it hit the kneecap of the home plate ump. Now it's a 2-0 count. Here to Barbit. Dakota Barbit so far today, he's 1 for 2. But on the season, an impressive 6 for 11. 3-0 count now to Barbit. The pitch called strike, 3-1. Delivery is in the inside corner, called strike 2, full count. And the full count bounces in there for ball 4. Still nobody out, and a runner on first base. For the West Palm Beach Knights, they're on top by 11. That brings up Luke Barlow, the right fielder for the Knights, coming to bat. First pitch to him here is in there for a called strike out of the hand of Corson, 0-1. Joe Durso over there at first place trying to keep the base runner Barbit honest. Pitch is inside, 1-1. Ten hits, 11 runs so far for the Knights. Just putting a beating on Blazer pitching here this evening. The 1-1 is inside, 2-1. And a lot of talk has been about the North Division's top two teams, the Lightning and the Blazers, that you see here tonight. 2-1. Waved at and missed. 2-2. But even though they're below 500 at 2-4, the West Palm Beach Knights are in third place in the North Division. A 2-2. Ground ball left side in the hole at third. Grabbed by Smalley. He gets the out at second somehow, and a fielder's choice. Had the presence of mind to go the short way, and Rapepi covered the bag at second to get the fielder's choice. So a runner remains on first base, but instead it will be Barlow. Back to the top of the order, Richard Beggy at bat. First pitch to him is a called strike on the high heater, 0-1. Real nice play that time by Smalley to get an out of that play. And the 0-1. Missing high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2 now the count. With 1 out, the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off into the Knights dugout. Count remains 1-2. One-two count with 1 out. Corson trying to get out of the inning. The runner goes. Curveball is wasted, fouled back. Count remains 1-2. In motion, but having to go back to first base is Luke Barlow. Back at first. Corson sets the left-hander from the stretch, deals. Waved at and missed. Down on strikes goes Beggy for the second out of the inning. That one handcuffed him. Had no chance.
From Florida National University,
Gino Bellatoni had a couple of big hits in this game already. Steps in to bat with a runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Tony's 2 for 2 today, bringing his batting average all the way up. He is 7 for 12 on the season. Don't matter the sample size when you can do numbers like that. You're putting the league on notice. 1-1 count to Bellatoni. 2 outs, the pitch. Cut on and missed. A big hack comes up empty. 1-2. Corson shakes off the first sign, accepts the second. Looks like it's going to be inside the pitch. Curveball low, throw down to second. The runner was going. Tag made, and he is out. Beautiful tag laid down by Jacome to end the inning. A caught stealing, a one-hop thrown by Serna behind the plate. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Blazers are coming to bat. We're halfway through it here live from Little Fenway. Macklin comes to bat to get us started in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Blazers trail by 7. Macklin, the leadoff batter in the order, so we'll see if Boca Raton can mount a rally here. That one's driven to left field and deep, going back up against the wall, and it hits the green monster and bounced back into play. The throw comes into second, but standing up with a leadoff double in the first pitch of the inning is Braden Macklin. Just hammered that one off the big, intimidating wall in left. You know, I think the wall actually hurt him there. That ball had a lot more giddy up to it. It hit the high atop the wall. Sometimes the Green Monster will help you with home runs on fly balls, and sometimes on line drives smashed like that one, the wall will hurt you. But Macklin will take the double. He's standing in scoring position to get the inning started. Yama's still on the rubber. First pitch here is in there for a called strike to Chris McKenna, 0-1. The sun is peeking through the intimidating clouds throughout South Florida here in Delray Beach. The 0-1 in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Update in the Subway Series. The Mets lead the Yankees 4-1 right now. Other MLB action in the middle of the third. It's Orioles over Blue Jays 2-1. End of the third, it's Rockies over Red Sox 3-0. Top of the second, scoreless between the Twins and Brewers. The 1-1 pitch here is popped up. A sky-high fly ball. At second base coming in is Hebert. Hebert makes the catch for the first out of the inning. guys in South Florida tonight will be on the Stanley Cup Final. Game 5 between the Florida Panthers and the Las Vegas Golden Knights, taking place in Vegas. This game starting at 8 p.m. So any minute now, puck will drop. One out. Pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. At bat is Pip Smalley. The 0-1 pitch to Pip is in there for a strike. 0-2. And mentioned earlier in the broadcast, but if you haven't heard, go to the SFCBL Triple Play podcast to hear our interview with the player of the week, Pip Smalley. Got a lot of answers on the hottest hitter in the league right now, including where he got the name Pip from. But he has been absolutely smashing the baseball. He's 1 for 2 today so far, and that's brought his batting average down. Came into the game batting .600. The 1-2. Low, 2-2. Runner in scoring position for the Blazers. They trail by 7. Love to chip away early on and avoid the possibility of a mercy rule. That pitch is swung on and missed. Yamas strikes out Small for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 38 from St. John's University, Joe Durso.
Brings up Joe Durso to bat. Macklin still over there on second base after his leadoff first pitch of the inning double off the Green Monster in left. First pitch Durso is half swung. That's a dribbler to the mound, but you got it. The catcher takes it, and firing to first is Shadero, to end the inning. A little bit of miscommunication there, but they were able to get Durso to close out the 5th. To the top of the 6th we go. It's the Knights coming to bat. They lead 11-4 here live from Little Fenway. welcome you back live from Little Fenway. 11-4 the score. Knights on top, and they're at bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Gino Bellatoni was at bat when the top of the 5th ended with a caught stealing, so he stays in there with a fresh count. It's a 1-1 count now for Gino. The 1-1. Round ball to second base. Slowly hits, so we got to hurry. Fires the first, and it not in time. Repepi kind of took his time, but time he did not have, and then hurried his throw over to first. In there safely is Bellatoni. An E4 that time for Repepi. That brings up Caleb Hall. One on, nobody out. Still on the mound is Corson. That one's found straight back, 0-1. Corson has a 2.25 ERA through 4 innings pitched so far this season, so not too much of a sample size to speak of. The 0-1. Missing high and over the catcher's head. We'll go to the backstop, allowing runner to advance as Bellatoni's now on second base in scoring position. 7-run lead for the Knights, as this is that time where you put a crooked number up now and put this one into a mercy possibility, or you can let the Blazers stick around. A lot of firepower in that Blazers lineup, and you don't know how many more innings you have out of Mateo Yamas, how many pitches they want to put him through. Pitch there misses, 2-1. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out still. Corson delivers a curveball that misses outside. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is driven to right center field and deep. It's going to roll to the gap, and a run's going to come across the plate on an RBI double. Thinking about 3 for a second there that time was Hall, but he stays at second for an RBI double. Trading places with Gino Bellatoni. It's 12-4.
Now batting number 37 from Dyersburg State, Julian Gonzalez.
Still nobody out. Here comes Julian Gonzalez, the third baseman, to bat with a runner on second and nobody out. Corson delivers inside, locking the knees to get out of the way of the pitch. 1-0. And with that double for Hall, he improves to 3 for 3 in the game. 1-0 is outside. 2-0. Raising Hall's batting average to .455 on the season. He has been spectacular, just as Gonzalez has been. The 2-0. Misses a little bit higher outside. Now it's a 3-0 count. 8-run lead for the West Palm Beach Knights, as their eyes are now set on ending this game early with a mercy rule win. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 3-1. A lot of the damage has been done by that top half of this lineup. Gonzalez, the only one hitless so far. That one's looped into short right field, but the catch is made by Pitts for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 6 from Delgado Community College, Eric Hebert.
Pardon, Gonzalez did have a hit earlier today. He's 1 for 3. That brings up Eric Hebert to bat, who's got 5 RBIs today. Two for 2 is Hebert. Runner on second base with 1 out. Pitch is high, 1-0. 1 out and a 1-0 count. Lefty Corson delivers. Inside, 2-0. That ball's going to hit the batter, and we now have runners on first and second with 1 out.
Now batting number 15 from Southwestern Community College, Jake Shederowicz.
So 2 on, 1 down, another rally brewing now for the West Palm Beach Knights. They've only been held scoreless in 1 inning so far today. That was at top of the second. A couple of 4 spots in the third and fourth. 1 run scored in the fifth, and so far 1 run scored in the top of the sixth. But they don't seem to be done yet. Pitch taken high for a ball, 1-0. Pitch misses a little bit high, 2-0. And Corson deals. That one misses as well, 3-0. The pitch. That'll find the strike zone. 3-1 now the count with 1 down. Hitters count. For Jake Shederowicz. Excuse me. The pitch to him. That'll miss inside, and the bases are now loaded. At the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 4.
Good time to remind you that Dr. G's Urgent Care is a sponsor of the 2023 SFCBL season. Dr. G's Urgent Care specializes in urgent care services, injuries and illness treatments, physical exams, occupational medicine, and pediatric urgent care. They proudly serve Delray Beach, Coral Springs, Fort Lauderdale, Lake Worth, and the Deerfield areas. For more information, call them today at 561-330-9363. Visit their website at drgsurgentcare.com. Dr. G's Urgent Care is open 7 days a week. Walk in today, there's no appointment necessary, and there's no wait. Dr. G's Urgent Care. They're going to be a special part of Friday night's game. Proud sponsor of the SFCBL. 1-1 count here for Sam Gallardo. Bases loaded, 1 out. 8-run lead for the Knights. That pitch is fouled away. 1-2 now the count. Bryce Corson, a lefty from the windup, delivers the 1-2 to Gallardo. Cut on and missed. That ball just dove low and inside on Gallardo. He could not catch up to it. And now there are 2 outs. For more information on the South Florida Collegiate Baseball League, follow us online at southfloridacollegiateleague.com. Follow the SFCBL on Twitter and Instagram at SFCBL_official, or you can listen to the SFCBL Triple Play podcast weekly to receive added coverage on the 2023 SFCBL season. 0-1 is the count. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Corson trying to get out of this jam he put himself in, only allowing 1 run so far in the top of the inning. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Corson works into and out of trouble. 1 run comes across the plate. It's an 8-run lead for the West Palm Beach Knights. To the bottom half of the 6th we go. 12-4. Live at Little Fenway. the bottom of the sixth we go. Blazers coming to bat, trying to mount a massive comeback. They trail by 8. It's 12-4. West Palm Beach Knights on top, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Knights. A welcome sight, because not much damage done to Mateo Yamas in the later half of this game. 2 up to bat this inning for the Boca Raton Blazers. You have the 5, 6, 7 of the order. D'Alessandro's in the box. And it's a 2-0 count for him. The new pitcher from Gilbert, Arizona is Bryce Brassfield. Say that 10 times fast, I bet you couldn't. And the 2-0. Right down the pipe for strike 1. Brassfield so far this season, pretty strong. 6 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, and a 1.5 ERA. The 2-1. In there for a strike, 2-2. Brassfield delivers the 2-2. Curveball that dies low and outside, taken 3-2. Pitch here is popped up at first base. That one's going to find the seats in foul territory. Count remains full. And delivery from Brassfield to D'Alessandro is handcuffed and fouled back once again. Three-two pitch. Curveball is inside, and it's going to go to the backstop. Leadoff walk for Max D'Alessandro.
Now batting number 2 from Stetson University, Carlos Giacomi.
So Carlos Giacomi now comes up to bat. So far today for Carlos, he's 1 for 2. First pitch here is driven to right field and deep the other way. Not deep enough. This one's trailing towards the foul line, and it's caught on the fly by Barlow. Retreating back to first base goes D'Alessandro for the first out of the inning. And Giacomi, a rising freshman, put a charge in that one in the right field line, but it's deep down there at the right field foul pole. If he hit that same difference, same distance, same arc down left field line, it probably would have gone out, but not in right field here at Little Fenway. Runner goes, the pitch is outside, and throw down to second, so one hopper, not in time, it's a stolen base. Grass is slickened up with the rain showers that we have had here. And D'Alessandro gets his lead at second. 1 out and a 1-0 count. Blake Pitts at bat. The pitch. Line to the middle for a base hit. That one nearly took the head off of Brassfield. Rounding third and coming home with D'Alessandro. He'll score. It's an RBI single for Blake Pitts. That ball was smashed right back where it came from.
Now batting number 36 from the University of Pittsburgh, Drew Repepe.
So here comes Drew Repepe to bat. 7-run game, 12-5 now after that RBI single. Pitch here is missing a little bit high for a ball to Repepe. You want to know. Bottom of the 6th, live at Little Fenway. Sun going down. Storms around the area, but not here. Just a little bit of rain. Runner goes. The 1-0 pitch is low and outside, and no throw is going to be made. It's a stolen base for Blake Pitts. 1 out, the 2-0 count. Repevi takes a strike, 2-1. Caught the low and inside corner. One down, a 2-1 count. Brassfield steps off and throws it over to his shortstop, but a balk is going to be called. They're going to call that move illegal. It was some quick footwork there on the mound by Brassfield. But they're going to say it was not fly, as going to third base is Pitts. So his speed has gotten him from first base to third base. One via the steal and one via drawing the balk. 1 out and a 2-1 count. Brown delivers, cut on it, missed. 2-2 the count now to Repepi. Bryce Brassfield, also from Phoenix Community College, on the JUCO D2 schools. He delivers the 2-2. Fouled it off the face mask of the catcher. Looks like everybody's okay, thankfully. As Shadarowicz kind of wore that one on the forehead. Two into the count. The pitch. Curveball just misses a little bit high. The count will move to full. Repepi 0 for 2 today. Has a chance to drive a run in. 90 feet away at first. And the 3-2. Cut on and missed. Brassfield strikes out Repepi for the second out of the inning. Here's Mateo Serna coming to bat. He hit a no-doubter solo home run a couple of innings ago. Just crushed one towards the American flag in right center field. First pitch to Mateo here is outside, 1-0. Brassfield's 1-0 is way outside, 2-0. Again, the score is 12-5, as you can see on your screen. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday night with the South Florida Collegiate Baseball League, and thank you for finding our YouTube stream for the Boca Raton Blazers. If you haven't yet, give this account a subscription, please. 2-0 pitch is going to be taken for a ball, 3-0, as they appealed to the base umpire, who does not have a better angle at it. He's straight on. But they asked his opinion anyway. 3-0 count with 2 outs. Pitch missing a little bit high with the fastball. Runners on the corners with 2 down.
Now batting number 12 from Vanderbilt University, Jason Albert.
And those that are watching at home, maybe across the country, maybe across the street, if I could ask you one favor, if you could go to the Boca Raton Blazers Twitter account, _Blazers. If you haven't followed them yet, follow that account and retweet their pinned tweet to get as many people as possible watching Blazer baseball live on YouTube. Runners in the corners, 2 down. Here's Jason Albert to bat with the pitch. Taken a little bit high, 1-0. Brassfield steps off, throws to the runner who is trailing at first, but back safely is Serna. The 1-0. In there for a strike. 1-1. with 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch is missing a little bit inside. 2-1. Two-one count. Blazers trying to crawl back into this one. The 2-1 pitch drops in for a strike. Some nasty break that time. Blazers play the Knights again tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 2-2. Cut on and missed. May have gotten a piece of it, but run right into the glove of the catcher, and that will end the inning. 2/3 of the way through it here at Little Fenway. Rain or shine, we're playing ball in Delray Beach. We head to the top of the 7th. The Knights are coming to bat, and they lead 12-5 here live on the Boca Raton Blazers YouTube account. Back here live at Little Fenway. Corson still on the bump. His first pitch of the inning misses a little bit outside. 1-0. 12-5 the lead for the Golden. I was about to say the Golden Knights, but they're the hockey team playing right now. The West Palm Beach Knights are right here in Delray Beach. 1-1 count. Only 3 half innings with zeros on the scoreboard, as opposed to 8 half innings where a run has been scored. Now a 2-1 count. The 2-1. The curveball that bites the dust. 3-1. That pitch is a heater called strike. Full count. Looks like the rain has passed by. 3-2 pitch is half swung out. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Strikeout by Bryce Corson. Will sit down Dakota Barbett. That's the 9 batter. Here's the 10 batter, Luke Barlow to bat. The top of the order, Richard Beggy on deck. Right fielder Barlow digs into the right-handed batter's box with 1 out, nobody on. And the first pitch is popped up behind the bag at first, ranging back, calling it at second is Repepi, and he'll make the catch in foul territory for the second out of the inning. It would feel really good if you're a Blazer fan to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, something they've only done once in this game defensively, way back in the top of the second. The Knights have pretty much been doing whatever they'd like in this game so far. Pitch here is a broken back ground ball to second. Repepi gloves it, fires to first, but it's too high. It'll be an E4. And not the night for Repepi defensively. He did just make a nice track on that fly ball in no man's land.
Now riding number 7 from Florida National University, Gino Bellatoni.
But that is an error to allow a 2-out base runner. Would have been a 1-2-3 inning, would have been so sweet. But Corsten's got to buckle back down. Runner goes. Pitch called a strike. Throw down to second, and it is inside. They got him. What a cannon from Mateo Serna to end the inning. So caught stealing is Barlow. And we head to the bottom half of the 7th. Let's stretch here live at Little Fenway. Welcome back to Little Fenway. New pitcher on the mound for the West Palm Beach Knights. Macklin's in the box. First pitch he takes is a little bit low. 1-0. Next pitch to him is roped, found down the left field line. It's either 1-1 or 0-2. I couldn't really tell if the umpire put up a strike signal or not. Well, we'll say it's 0-2 for now. Macklin digs in the pitch. Outside. 1-2 the count now. Macklin from Baton Rouge Community College. Hometown is Livingston, Louisiana. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike. So now it's going to be a 2-2 count. As they would have been strike 3. But no, we do get correction that it's a 2-2 count. And the pitch. Yanked it outside. 3-2 full count. The new pitcher on the mound right now for the West Palm Beach Knights is Ethan Petrick from Illinois. Joliet, Illinois to be exact. That pitch misses high and outside. And runner on first base with nobody out. Leadoff man reaches as Macklin is a threat to run. And Ethan Petrick, who's on the mound, is actually a senior at Palm Beach Atlantic University. Got a 4.5 ERA, just through 2 innings pitched so far this summer. That pitch is going to get past the catcher and roll to the backstop. So Macklin is now in scoring position. If your business would like to sponsor the SFCBL, email kat@southfloridacollegiateleague.com. That's KATT at southfloridacollegiateleague.com. There's sponsorship packages available for all budgets with business promotion during these broadcasts, on social media, online, and right here at the ballpark. Again, if your business would like to sponsor the SFCBL, email KATT at southfloridacollegiateleague.com. The 1-0 is cut on and missed. 1-1. And if you are a business that would like to sponsor this wonderful league and these wonderful teams, you can find that email during every commercial break. The 1-1. Yanked it outside, 2-1. At bat is Chris McKenna with a 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. Blazers trail by 7 here in the bottom of the 7th. It's getting late early. The pitch. Missing high. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Table is set for Boca. Here comes Pip Smalley to bat. Been pretty quiet today so far. Had a blue base hit earlier on in the game. And he looks at that one inside, 1-0. And time is called for the time being. Over at first base, Sam Gallardo wants to have a conversation with his pitcher, Petrick. To Smalley. Runners go, a double steal. They throw down to third, and he is in there. A good jump by Braden Macklin to put 2 runners in scoring position. 1-1 count to Pip. rope to third base. It's caught on the line drive. They try to double him up at second, and they will do just that. An amazing play from Gonzalez as he fires it to Bear to cover the bag at second for a line-out 5-4 double play. Now a runner on third base with 2 down. Laying out there at the hot corner was Julian Gonzalez, and he had the presence of mind to look to second, try to turn 2, and he did just that with a missile. So that after Smalley lines out, that brings up Joe Durso. He's got a 1-0 count now for that first pitch. And the 1-0. Driven to left center field and deep. Ranging towards the wall, under it, and making the catch to end the inning is Richard Beggy. No runs come across the plate that half inning for the Blazers. We head to the top of the 8th. The West Palm Beach Knights are coming to bat here live at Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway, 7-run lead for the West Palm Beach Knights. Top of the 8th inning. Knights coming to bat. Corson still on the bump. The first pitch he deals this inning is low for a ball, 1-0. Big thank you to everybody hanging on in there on a late Tuesday night watching their Blazer baseball or their Knights baseball. The 1-0. This is a little bit high, 2-0. 2-0 pitch, misses. 3-0 now the count. And a 3-0 delivery, that will miss. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting number 20 from North Greenville University, Caleb Hall.
So 1 on, nobody out. Caleb Hall now stepping up to bat. Lefty Corson delivers inside 1-0. Bellatoni reached on that 4-pitch leadoff walk. He's on first base. The 1-0 delivery is cut on and missed. A big hack that time for Hall, but the DH comes up empty. It's a 1-1 count. And the 1-1 delivery in there for a strike, 1-2. The pitch from Corson is roped up the middle. It gets down for a base hit. First two get on for the Knights. That brings up Julian Gonzalez, who made an outstanding play in the field in the bottom of the 7th. Laid out, caught a heat-seeking line drive at third base of the hot corner, popped up and gunned down the runner to double him up at second to help West Palm Beach get out of that inning. Corson's pitch is grounded through for a base hit to left field. The stop sign's put on at third, so the bases will be loaded with nobody out, and the table is set for the Palm Beach Knights.
Batting number 6 from Delgado Community College,
Eric Hebert, the second baseman, comes up to bat. A chance to put the nail in the coffin of this one. Knights trying to get back above 500. They're 2-4 in the season. First pitch is fouled straight back, 0-1 for the Boca Raton Blazers. They're 9-2 coming into this game. The 0-1. Low and inside, 1-1. Get the sense this is the time of the season where the guys all start to mesh and gel a whole lot more now that everyone knows their names and knows their relationships. That 1-1 is cut on and missed, 1-2. The dugouts get a lot more chattier 2 weeks in. One-two count. Corson delivers. Found straight back. Staying alive is Eric Hebert. Hebert is 2 for 2 in this game. He's got 5 RBIs. Coming into this game, he was just 1 for 5 with no RBIs. But the 1-2 pitch here to him is cut on and missed. Corson strikes out Hebert. And for the first time this evening, Hebert is sent down.
now batting number 15 from Southwestern Community College, Jake Sharadowicz.
That brings up the catcher, Sharadowicz. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Palm Beach Knights offense looks to stay hot throughout this game. First pitch of Sharadowicz is outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. That'll just miss off the plate. Corson wanted it. He did not get it. 2-0. That pitch near the same spot. That time he got the call. 2-1. Corson moving quickly. Swing and a miss. Big hack that time from Sharadowicz. But couldn't find contact. The count's even at 2-2 with 1 down. Blazers looking for the ending double play if they can get a ground ball up the middle. Here's the 2-2. Outside, full count. Corson thought he rung him up, but again, that area on the outside part of the plate, that time didn't get the call. Full count, 1 out. The pitch. Called strike 3. Corson was just living on that part of the zone, and that time he gets the call for the second out of the inning. That brings up Sam Gallardo, the first baseman of this Palm Beach Knights team. West Palm Beach loaded the bases in the top of the 8th here. Haven't been able to push a run across quite yet. Gallardo trying to change that. Blazers trying to keep a 0 on that scoreboard. The pitch. It's fouled straight back, 0-1. And the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. To wind up the 0-2 pitch. Half swing at the go-around. Yes, he did. Working into and out of trouble is Bryce Corson. Bases loaded, no outs, no runs come across the plate. To the bottom of the 8th we go here live at Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway, 7-run lead for the West Palm Beach Knights. 6 outs away from putting together a big win on a Tuesday night in Delray Beach. In the bottom of the 8th, due up to sing for the Blazers. They'll send up their 5, 6, 7 of the order. D'Alessandro, Jacome, and Pitts. So Max D'Alessandro steps in. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Missing a little bit low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung and a miss. The pitch low and outside. D'Alessandro chases for it, but he could not reach it as Petrick now has a 1-2 count. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and he went around and he is out. First out of the inning. For more information on the South Florida Collegiate Baseball League, follow us online at southfloridacollegiateleague.com. You can follow the SFCBL on Twitter and Instagram as well at SFCBL_official. Listen to the SFCBL Triple Play podcast weekly to receive added coverage of the 2023 SFCBL season. First pitch to Jacome is taken for a ball. 1-0. As Petrick deals the 1-0, a little bit low, 2-0. lot of scouts here throughout the week, getting their eyes on some of the best talent in college baseball. 2-0 pitch is hit a ton to left center field. Turning their back, looking at it, and it is gone. A monster solo shot for the kid. Carlos Jacome goes yeah. A 6-run ball game to the deepest part of the monster. Into the night.
Number 11 from the University of San Francisco, Lake Pitts.
That sends up Lake Pitts to bat, trying to follow up a tank from Carlos Jacome as that pitch is grounded to second base and short. Gotta hurry. Fire to first. No one is covering the back, so the pitcher got over there and he made the play. How about that from Petrick? I don't know if Gallardo was asleep at first, but he had nowhere to be. Didn't cover the bag, so Petrick had the presence of mind to get there, made a slide, made the catch, found the bag, and made the play. Second out of the inning. Nobody on with 2 down. As Pitts was retired, bringing up Drew Repepe. 12-6 the score after that solo home run from Carlos Jacome. And the pitch misses a little bit high, 1-0. The 1-0 is roped to center field. It dunks in for a base knock for Drew Repepe. 1 on with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 8th inning. For what it's worth, Blazers not going down quietly, having very productive at-bats. Some misfortune here and there that have taken some runs off the scoreboard with that hard hit ball off the bat of Pip Smalley that if it's hit 1 foot to the right, it's into left field, and 2 runs come across the plate. Looks like that would be a 4-run ball game, but instead that ball was caught and a double play was turned instead. Knowing a thing or two about home runs this evening is Mateo Cerna. He just watched Carlos Jacome go yard. He hit a home run earlier in the game. The first pitch to him here is popped up and out of play, 0-1. Yeah, it was Cerna with a solo home run over the right center field fence. A couple innings ago. The 0-1 pitch to him is taken in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. A lot of hits in this game. 23 hits combined between these two teams, combining for 18 runs and 4 errors. The ball has been put in play a ton. And the pitch, curveball that slowly finds its way across the plate. Change of pace there on that pitch. Shaking off the first pitch is the first sign is Petrick, and he'll step off the mound. One-two count with 2 outs. The pitch. Curveball called. Strike 3. Just caught the black on the outside low corner, and that will end the inning. But not before Carlos Jacome had a chance to go yard to left center field. He put one over the monster. That gives it a 12-6 ball game. Knights on top. We'll be right back live from Little Fenway. Back here live at Little Fenway. Top of the 9th inning. Knights at bat leading 12-6. New pitcher on the mound for the Blazers. That ball's fouled away, 0-1. In the box is Phil Dudziak. That pitch is cut on and missed. 0-2 the count. It's Chris McKenna on the bump for the Blazers, by the way. That pitch is taken low for a ball, 1-2. Base hit to center field. That one smoked off the bat of Philip Dudziak. Leadoff man on for the Palm Beach Knights.
Now batting number 12 from New York University, Dakota Barbat.
McKenna was the DH. Now he goes to the mound. Batter Dakota Barbat, shortstop, comes up to bat. Taking his time to get in the box, even though we've been here for about 3 hours and 10 minutes so far today. It's a long one, back-to-back long games for the Blazers. A lot of offense in both these games. One time it favored them. Tonight it has not so far. 0-1 count to Dakota Barbat. One and 1 count now. The 1-1 pitch is taken low and outside. 2-1 the count. Coming into this game, it really was the Blazers riding on a ton of momentum. 2-1 pitch bounced back to the screen, so the runner will advance to second base for a 3-1 count. You'll take a look at the website southfloridacollegiateleague.com. You'll see the standings. Delray Beach Lightning first place in the North at 9-1. Blazers come into this game and they'll stay second place in the North, even with a loss to the third place team, West Palm Beach Knights. Blazers have played 11 games. Knights coming to this game have only played 6. It looks like the Knights will grab a win. They can hold on to this one. In the meantime, they might pad their lead. 6-run ball game, but right now runners on second. Nobody out after that walk. Pitch taken for a strike. 0-1. Barbat walks, so now it's Luke Barlow in the box. He fouls that one away. It's a 0-2 count. Chris McKenna looking for a ground ball double play to help him out of this inning. And the pitch spiked to the backstop, and both runners will advance. One and 2 count. McKenna delivers. Line to center field. That one's hit a ton. Going back, reaching up, and making the catch in dead center field. It'll be a sacrifice fly, as doubling up and coming back home was Phil Dudziak, but a great track on that ball in dead center field. Got to hand it to Braden Macklin. It's a hard play to make. A ball that's hit right at you, but right behind you. Kept an eye on the ball and made the play. So adding on to their lead are the Palm Beach Knights. They lead 13-6 now. First pitch misses for ball one. The next one's in there for a strike to Richard Beggy, the center fielder, who's 1 for 5 so far today. The 1-1 misses low, 2-1. And really the fact that Beggy's getting a 6th at-bat today tells you all you need to know about the production from the Knights so far this evening. 2-1 is grounded to first base, gobbled up, a run comes across the plate, and that's the second out of the inning. An RBI ground out for Richard Beggy.
How about a number 7 from Florida National University, Gino Bellatoni.
Bases cleared, 2 down. Bellatoni now batting, the left fielder for the Knights. The lefty steps in. The first pitch from McKenna is in there for a strike, 0-1. Bellatoni having a great start to this season, 7 for 13. 2 for 3 tonight. 1-1 count now to Gino. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Two one is in there for a strike, 2-2. That pitch is popped up behind third base. Pip going back instead at short. Jacome will make the catch to end the half inning. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks coming up for the Boca Raton Blazers. They trail by 8. You are watching SFCBL Baseball live from Little. Back here live at Little Fenway. New pitcher on the bump for the West Palm Beach Knights. As he's getting warmed up on the mound.
Leading off for the Blazers, number 12 from Vanderbilt University, Jason Albert.
Jason Albert digs in to lead off the bottom of the ninth inning. It'll be Albert, Macklin, McKenna. 10-1-2 of the Blazers' order to try to mount a rally, mount a historic comeback in the SFCBL. First pitch is low and outside, 1-0. Cole Glassburn is on the bump trying to close this game out. 1-1 count now. Glassburn's a right-handed pitcher, but he bats with from the left side of the plate. Some Worcester State from Massachusetts. The 1-1. High and inside. 2-1. Eight-run lead. Nice and comfy for the Knights from this point of view. The 2-1. Foul ball. Going with the no batting gloves from Jason Albert in a wood bat league. You don't see that too often. The Jorge Posada technique. Two and two the count. Pitch. Cut on and missed. The high and inside shedder, and when they try to throw it around the horn, the ball goes into left field. So he'll try to dry that baseball off and reset. But there's now one out in the bottom of the ninth inning. Top of the order we go with the Blazers, sending up Braden Macklin to bat. Louisiana kid, center field, made a nice catch in the top of the ninth inning, going way back, catching the ball on the run. Take away extra bases from the West Palm Beach Knights. One out. The pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1, and it's that time of night in an 8-run ball game, pushing on 3 hours and 20 minutes. Game time so far where I start thinking about what's for dinner. One out and 0-1 count. That one's driven to right field and short. Coming in under it and making the catch for the second out of the inning is Barlow. And now the Boca Raton Blazers are down to their final out. I think they made the decision in my head what dinner is for tonight. We're going Mexican. We're going to the Bell. Just feels right as late at night as it is. Maybe a cheesy gordita crunch, soft taco, chips and cheese on the side, a Baja Blast. I don't know. And that message is not an ad. It's not a sponsorship. Just was at the top of my mind here in the bottom of the ninth. That one's popped up left center field and deep. Not too deep, however. Under it and making the catch is Richard Beggy to end this one. Final score, West Palm Beach Knights get a big win. They improve to 3-4. Beating the Boca Raton Blazers 14-6. And the Blazers will fall to 9-3. Before I let go of you, thank you so much for watching and listening to Boca Raton Blazers Baseball live on YouTube with the SFCBL. Thank you to all of our sponsors, the Sonesta Select of Boca Raton, Geller Roofing, Point Streak Sports, Jed Lawyers, Dr. G's Urgent Care, Harris Pompano Beach, Loop the App, Hampton Inn of Delray Beach, Atlantis, Bahamas, Visit the Palm Beaches, and the Palm Beach County Sports Commission. Until tomorrow night at 6 p.m., where these two teams do battle once again live from Little Fenway, I'm Christian Cat. We'll see you next time here live on the Boca Raton Blazers YouTube account.